uh, I don't know if you know this, but your next door neighbor is a famous pop artist. I said, oh, that's great. She said, but I'll call you right back just to confirm everything. So when he calls back, I said, hey, I said, do you mind telling me who? I thought it was Billy Joel or John Bon Jovi. He said it was Paul McCartney.
What are the chances of that? And my next question was going to be, did you ever run into those cats?
The chance was winning that lottery of $700 million, which is probably 1 out of 6 trillion. That's what that was like.
You get to run into him at all?
I ran into him. I mean, I put it in the GPS, pulled right up. Bingo, he was right there at the edge of his driveway with a few people, his wife and some people. And I just flipped. It was like, oh my God. Because that was my bucket list wish.
So you got to spend, that was the one time you got to meet him?
I got to meet him and talk to him, very friendly. He had no bodyguards, he had no gate at his driveway, my driveway, we were almost touching one another. And it was a mind blower.
Did he know who you were?
I didn't really, I wasn't in the mood to say, hey, I'm Al DiMeola, the famous guitar player. You know, I kind of preferred if somebody introduced us. Otherwise, when it happens to me and somebody's trying to tell me who they are, and it's like
awkward.
It's weird a little bit. So, and then the next year I rented the house again. He was there. We talked again a few times, and I had the record was done. So my wife, who's amazing, Stephanie, went over there with the CD because I was too embarrassed to go over. She goes, write him a nice little long letter. So we wrote a letter. We stuck it in the CD. We still don't know whether he got it. But, I think he knows now who I am because somebody said, oh, yeah, the famous guitar player. I know, yeah. So I heard through the grapevine that he knows. Yeah.
So would she just leave it over there to sell?
She went over. We saw him pull into the driveway and run into the house. So she said, now's my chance. So she ran over, and unfortunately, he didn't answer the door. Somebody that worked there answered the door.
And still probably
somebody gave him. Yeah, come on, it's like me. I get tons of CDs. I can't listen to them. Right. I can't. I just don't have the time.
Well, somebody might have hipped him out that it was Al DiMeola giving it to him, and it's not just
I think so. At some point, but I don't know if you heard it yet. His manager and his booking agent is the same person, and that person, his name is Barry Marshall, started in the business with me. Now he's McCartney's guy.
Yeah, no, you told the great story of that, and that was the cat who was booked the trio gig, and it was first going to be Leo Kottke, and then he was like, what's your feeling about doing John instead?
Doing what?
And remember, he was the guy who helped book the trio gig, right? He was the one who brought you, the first idea was going to be Paco, Leo, and yourself, and then he came to you and he called you and said, what do you think about doing John instead?
Instead of Leo, yeah. I said, well, if you get John, then it's possible this could be a monster.
So I don't want to eat up too much of your time, because I know you got to go. And one question, you kind of, I guess through the McCartney, it opens the door to it. You kind of work with so many cats. I mean, Stevie Wonder.